Sunday.
It's not just any Sunday.
It's not just
Calvin.
any Sunday.
It is not. Everybody, welcome back to Pex Pals. I am excited. I am filled with vigor and fervor. Do you want to know why, Calvin?
Yeah,
Ask me
tell
why.
us why. Tell us why, Joe.
Because today is the only religious weekend of the year for me.
Oh.
Because it is fucking WrestleMania. I got my Stone Cold beer. I got my fucking Eddie Guerrero shirt on. Rest in power.
I love that. Yeah.
And it's fucking, I'm going over and we're going to fucking barbecue and drink way too much beer. I probably won't make it to work tomorrow. It's fucking tight.
Yes, dude.
Like rock and roll, dude.
Dude, I heard Stone Cold was back last night.
Dude, the unthinkable happened and he did come back, dude.
Fuck, dude.
Okay, so first off, if you're listening to this show and you're like, oh, why are these nerds talking about wrestling? Okay, fuck you. Stone Cold Steve Austin is literally like America in a nutshell. Like, he's from Texas. He's not racist. You know what I mean? He loves beer. He loves freedom.
Yeah, you know? That's true.
Like, he'll kick your ass. He'll flip you off.
He's a son of a bitch.
Like the rules. Yeah, he does not like the rules. He does not like the bosses. You know, like, I think to an extent, no matter how old or young you are, we're all a little bit of Stone Cold Steve Austin, you know, in here. Anyway,
so Joe, before we get into the actual episode, you are a console player, and for all you listeners out there who are console players, you've been dealing with a lot of bullshit since the last update. Not being constantly kicked, not being able to hear shit. Like just everything messed up. But Joe, you said you have like a little update, like you figured out a little way to solve some of the audio.
So
issues?
of course they haven't given us a hot fix for like, ooh, we made Sheila overpowered on accident. They hot fixed a bunch of stuff. They hot fixed a bunch of the rank connectivity, which was nice. But if you're on a PS5 or Xbox Series X, which is the new one, which I know those are hard to find. If you're on PS5, you have to go into your settings and turn off 3D sound. Okay. If you're on a Series X, you have to go into your audio settings and change your headset settings output to stereo uncompressed. And if you have a wireless headset, there's a good chance people are saying you sound like a robot. So you need to change your out to mono.
Oh, wow.
It's pretty bad. I use these when I game. So these are the Xbox, like Microsoft built headset. Okay.
Yeah.
The problem I'm now having, Cal, is if these disconnect, or if I don't have, like, if I turn the Xbox and the game on before I turn the headset on, when I connect these to the game, the game freezes.
What?
Never had that problem before. Like,
what a trip!
The little Xbox notification pops up at the bottom of my screen. It says headset connected, and then the fucking Apex just freezes.
Wow, dude.
So there's that. I mean, bro, I've been kicked out and like frozen in like multiple ranked games. Luckily, I like shut the game, come back in, and I don't get the leaving penalty or anything, you know?
Yeah.
But it's been a mess, dude. And it seems to only be the next gen platforms, which is hilarious because this update was for us next geners.
Right. So hopefully those audio fixes help you out and you get you back into the game.
Yeah, hopefully they give us a hot fix soon.
Because without this game, we wouldn't have this show. And this show is called Pex Pals. This is season 2, episode 8 of Pex Pals, the only Apex Legends podcast for the mediocre gamer. My name is Cal Van, my dear hyped up, full-blooded American son of a bitch co-host here. His name is Joe Cupcake. You can find us on all social media platforms at Pex Pals Podcast. You can also check us out on YouTube, Pex Pals Podcast. There. Hit us up, check us out, talk to us, interact with us. We love that shit. We love you. Please continue to be our friends. I guess.
Be here. To be our Pex Pals.
Be our friends.
And don't forget, you can also interact with us via the World Wide Web at www.pexpals.com. You can listen to whichever player you prefer right there on the website, and you can also watch our beautiful faces without having to open that annoying website called YouTube.
Yeah. And so first and foremost, if you're an avid listener, we want to apologize. We just switched the podcast platforms that we're using.
Just hosting service.
Yeah, just the hosting service. And it had like an ad thing that we put in there. We're like, let's fucking try this out. But we didn't realize that putting in the ad at the beginning of an episode would be really fucking annoying. So sorry about that.
Yes.
We'll be like a regular podcast, throw it in the middle so you can skip it. And so we'll fix that. We'll fix that for this next.
We're gonna chalk that up to me having too much beer and not enough tech savvy.
Growing pains. So sorry about that. We'll fix that shit. But first and foremost, Joe Cupcake, before we do anything else, what is your weapon of the week?
Okay, this is hard. I literally was like, I took a longer shower than normal today thinking about this. Because I've been playing a lot of Apex lately.
You've been touching your P2020 in the shower?
Calvin. Fucking listeners, I'm sorry for him. I don't, this is the type of shit you expect from me, guys. And you're getting it from him today. I guess it's Saucy Sunday. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Or Spicy Sunday. I don't know.
Anyways.
Who knows? Anyways, for me, I actually have a tie this week.
Oh.
The first gun is the charge rifle.
Okay.
With Love 3 it. Times, I have my flow down. I'm able to finally I got my settings the way I want them on the aim, everything. I can hit those little head glitch spots with the charge rifle now.
Oh yeah, it's so great.
I can get them. It's been wonderful. It's made diamond lobbies and ranked a lot easier. Then again, that is when I can find a charge rifle. It seems like all I can ever find is a fucking sentinel. So that for ranked, I would say is my weapon of the week is charge rifle. For pubs, I don't think you're ready. I think this is the last thing you ever expect to come out of my mouth.
Oh, okay. I'm kind of afraid.
I have finally figured it out.
The wingman.
Nope.
Fuck.
The R99.
You figured it out. Hey,
I had a couple of games where I just fucking shredded with it, dude. I think it has to do with I turned my ALS off.
Oh yeah.
And I just went back to the classic respawn aim with the 4-5. So
yeah.
I'm 4 from the hit and 4 from the hip and 5 aim down sight.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So or maybe it's 5-4. No, I think it's 4. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But I'm able to control my problem with the R99, and also it's just the same problem I used to have with the Volt. I felt like hip fire, I just missed everything. And that's why I never grabbed the gun. But that's where it excels is close range,
Yeah.
But so after the switch back, I don't know, man. Like that gun is just it's fucking smooth as butter for me right now. I still pick up the car over it because the car's a little bit better, in my opinion, at medium range.
Sure.
But the R99 is definitely my weapon.
I love that.
Of the week. What about you, Cal? What about you? Wait. First off, have you actually played the game a little bit?
Yes, I have. I have played.
I swear, I'm just gonna get off the call if you say another Elden Ring weapon.
The Nagakiba. Hey man, it's a good game. I've done a lot of Elden Ring this week as well too. I do have a new weapon of the week for Elden Ring, but my weapon of the week for Apex Legends it should be no surprise to anybody, but it's the RE45. Specifically in arenas. Because it was like second round, third round, or something like that. You can max it out, and you get that hammer point on it. And people just don't. I don't know. I don't think people really appreciate the RE45 with hammer points. Like people still go into arenas and we gotta get the 99, gotta get the 301. Like, bro, like change your life up, man. Like, do you wear the same underwear every day? You know what I mean? Like do something different,
I'm not saying I do, by the way, listeners. I was agreeing with Calvin's question. Let's make that, because before Calvin even tries to go any further with that joke.
I wasn't even gonna touch it, dude. Just like your underwear.
Calvin.
So the RE45 hammer points, dude. And you know the best thing with the RE45 is when you max it out, you get the purple magazine, and that's great. But the best thing about it has a fast reload. And then
it still has the fastest reload in the game.
Yeah. And then on top of that, dude, all you got to do is buy a P2020 and then you just doubled your RE45 ammo supply. So you never have to switch weapons. Like you get a free gun just to throw extra ammo into the gun you actually want to use. Right. So you can just shoot. Like that's what I do. As soon as I see people, I start just putting bullets down the range because I have 400 fucking bullets just to throw. Like it's
and if you don't want the P20 as your secondary, you can do that little trick we talked about last week, where you go run over to the loot bin, drop both weapons, and pick up the EP8, and then pick up the RE45, and you're set.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like I don't know. The RE45 is like I would you and I said this. It's one of the most slept on guns
It is. I still think the recoil is a little different this season.
It's a little different.
That being said, I'm still using it. Like I finally been picking it up more and loving it. It's been very clutch.
Yeah. So yes, that was my Apex Legends weapon of the week. But for Elden Ring, it's the whips. Elden Ring is the whips. Use the whips in Elden Ring. So
anyways, well, actually, hold on, Calvin. On the note of arenas, I have something I want to say.
What?
I have a buddy, Cloudy Wolf. He's a friend of like mine, Dan, and Colton. So we play with him sometimes. He refuses to play Stormpoint. Like he literally will not open the game.
That's hilarious.
If Stormpoint's on, his real name is Red. Ironically, where there's 2 Reds in the group now.
Right, that's funny.
And he plays guitar for a band called Kingdom of Giants. If you like metalcore, everybody check him out. Anyways, he literally will just turn the game off or play arenas if Stormpoint comes up.
That's
so the other day I was like, you know what? I need to finish the battle pass. Sure, I'll do some arenas with you. And let me tell you, what you said about the RE45, same except the beak, dude. Maggie with her passive, dude. I have just been running into arenas and just running dual shotguns. You max the beak, you do a little bit into I do the Eva, but I mean, you can do Mastiff or PK depending on what your preference is. But dude, with her having the constant speed boost and then you buy her ult with the fucking orbs, dude, it's like you're just lapping people. And then when they duck behind cover to heal, you have her fucking riot drill.
Yeah, you're already right there.
I did not realize she might be the best character in arenas.
I would agree with you, to be honest. Just
because Octane can't use his stim the whole time. Yeah, but she gets the movement buff though. Like it's like action. Like I had, dude. It's insane. I broke my record. I think I'm up to like 6 or 7 wins in a row. Wow. In arenas now with her, and that was like I couldn't beat my record. It was with Watson prior.
Right.
You know. So
that's awesome. So anyway, if you have been breathing for the last week or so, you know that right now is the Warriors event going on in Apex Legends, and the biggest news that come out of that is I think I'm saying the Behow bow or sword. Behow sword.
I thought it was the buy one blade.
Buy one or like buy one and get one free?
No, isn't it BIWON? I thought there was a W in there.
Buy one.
W in.
I don't know. Buy one. I don't. Yeah, the buy one blade. It's the buy one blade. I guess. Okay, I'm stupid. Buy one blade. I was thinking.
I'm better at more stuff than you. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking of. Okay, so the buy one blade. It's Crypto's heirloom. It finally fucking came out after months of teases and animations and whatever the fuck have you. The sword is finally here. Really fucking cool. You get to do Jedi tricks with it with your drone. You run all like anime style with it. Like it's really fucking cool. And of course you got to do the whole thing where you get to unlock all 24 event items for you can finally get the sword unless you have $150 laying around to just buy them all.
Well, I bought them all. I did it, Cal.
There you go. Hey,
I did it.
I'm
the
proud
sword
of you.
Is so fun. It sounds different than the other heirlooms, so it's like way more rewarding.
Love that.
One thing I love is like how Caustic when you swing, there's like a little bit of gas that comes out of the hammer. The Gibby's club's on fire. Like they all kind of have their own little thing to them. So the sword, they've actually added something that I haven't seen in the game before. When you stab or swipe, they actually have added motion blur like around the blade.
That's dope.
So you can see how fastly you're fucking these people up, dude.
It's so
it's
cool.
Sick. And then like every heirloom has like a rare animation. Like Mirage, every once in a while, I'll pull out the pork chop and hit you with it. Cryptos, he just grabs the drone. It's like trying to fly away, and he just smacks you with it with the opposite hand real quick. It's like fucking hilarious, dude.
I love that, dude.
Yeah. But the blade is tight. It looks sick.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is like you said, you do like the anime run where you're holding the sword above your head. When you ride the zip line, he holds the sword out like that.
That's so cool, dude.
When you're on the zip, like, dude, I love it. Very worth it. I have a couple clips. I actually have a couple clips. If you follow us on Instagram, especially, I'll be posting some of the clips. I have like a sequence of me doing the different swipes and shit on Waffle.
Yeah.
Our lovely friend Darth Waffle was my guinea pig. So I'll be posting that soon. And I also have, some of the other stuff pertaining to the heirloom. I'll be posting some clips in the next week or two. So be sure to find us on Instagram. You know what the link is. Calvin doesn't need to repeat it again.
That's right. But you know what's coolest about the Crypto getting his heirloom finally is the Crypto team or that team. Let me think. That team. No. Okay. I was going to say that team's the only team with all heirlooms, but the Rev Gibby or the Rev what's Rev Caustic, and who's the other one? Rev
Gibby.
It's Gibby, yeah, Rev Caustic Gibby team.
Yeah.
Yes. So Rev Caustic Gibby team was the only team to have all heirlooms, but now the Hype Beast team is another team to have all heirlooms.
Team
I
Hype
think that's
Beast,
pretty
baby.
fucking cool.
If you don't know what we're talking about, go listen to our last episode. It's fine.
Yeah, love the Hype Beast. So anyway, yeah, go get your crypto heirloom or get as much as you can out of it. Get those actually really cool event skins. Go ahead and do that shit too. A lot of cool new stuff in the store right now too. So
that massive skin is fucking might be the best gun skin they've ever made.
It's fucking dope.
Yeah.
So go check it out. Go do that.
Do it.
So moving on
Calvin,
to with this release of the Warriors event, we got a lot of leaks online. A lot of leaks, a lot of fake and real stuff that's been pumping out this past week or so. I'm sure you've seen it. But Joel, what do you got for us?
Okay, so last week we casually mentioned it on the show. So they leaked like a new map, new control maps, like no control maps. Sorry, they leaked the new actual map for the game. So it is in very early stages of development. They leaked 4 arenas maps, 9 fucking legends. That's literally what 3 years worth of content right there.
Yeah.
9 legends or 2 years worth of content.
Something like that.
12, at least 12 months, if not more. And then some of the new guns and stuff were like they used like the Havoc as a shell, but then it was like you could see the different ammo types and like recoil patterns. A lot of that has been bamboozled, has been revealed to be fake.
Yeah.
Only Newcastle and Vantage, which is the sniping legend that's been a long time rumored, supposedly are real of the 2 that came out. I don't want to talk too many spoilers on the show. You can just look it up. There's a whole all the stuff is all over YouTube.
It's fucking everywhere, dude.
Yeah. So those 2 are real. Newcastle supposedly is the next legend. If he is real, I'm shook. His abilities are going to add a different element to this game. Very Overwatch element to the game. His passive, you can walk up to your down teammates and drag them behind cover without
That's pretty cool. I really like that.
And then he has like a little tiny mobile shield that he can put out in front of him, like Lifeline's barrier.
Yeah.
That's his tack, I believe. I don't know exactly. I think it's like a little drone he controls, and he tells the shield where to go, I think. Yeah. Again, this is all just leaked information. It could change before he comes out, and because we still have 60 days before we get a new legend?
Sure. Yeah.
Something like that.
If that.
Yeah. So there's that. But then his ultimate, you choose a spot on the ground and he leaps in the air and slams down, and it builds like a T. It builds a wall of cover.
Oh.
So like you can shoot from behind it, or you can use it to res people or whatever.
That's dope.
But he can like kind of leap forward. You can target where you want him to put it down. And each wall, I think, takes like 500 damage before each little section can be destroyed.
That's huge.
It's like insane. Like the clip from the firing range, the person had to use like a whole 5 burst from the PK to take the wall down.
Yeah, that's huge.
But it's like multiple sections, because it's like, if you're watching on YouTube, this will be easier to understand, but it's like an upside down T with like little hooks. So like the middle's tall, and then it goes like this, and then at the end, the 2 end pieces have a little bit of up as well.
That's cool.
So, but it like you can, I mean, how many times are we getting caught outside in fire? You know what I mean? So supposedly that his Vantage is like a sniper. She's so far out, I don't even want to talk about that. But the big deal with all this stuff, my favorite thing that came out, it's been confirmed. Next season, we're getting smart loot bins added to the game.
Smart loot bins.
So the smart loot bins, they basically took the mechanic added to Lifeline's ultimate and doubled it. So we have regular loot bins and the blue like medic supply loot bins. Yeah. Now we're getting an additional one, and those loot bins basically will only give you attachments and ammo for the guns you have. That's
pretty cool.
Actually, I love that. I'm sure they're going to be pretty rare, but the fact that they exist in general. There's been a lot of complaints, and actually, this is one of the few complaints I do agree with, and we've talked about it before on the show. Cal is cleaning up that fucking loot pool, man.
Clean up the loot pool. You know what? Actually, I don't think they're going to be rare. I think that because the blue ones kind of rotate into regular loot bins on random. You know what I mean? Like every time you go into a map, a loot bin could can either be a blue or a red, but
True.
you know, so I think it's going to be like follow the same like RNG as the blue
Oh, okay.
ones.
I would assume.
And I think that's great. And I think the reason why they did that is because people spend so much fucking time looting. And if you just go to the smart loot bin and you get the shit that you need, or at least the bare minimum what you need, you're like, all right, I'm gonna go fight now. You know what I mean? Like that's fucking cool. I think that's great. So
yeah, and then the last thing about the leak is there's some drama surrounding the leak, actually, Cal. The person that leaked everything put a different person's watermark on it. So like if you're a data tester, or if you like, you know, if you're a streamer, like you do get access to big patches prior. You can also be a beta tester. And so basically there's these people that get access to this stuff just to play around and see and give the devs feedback. You have to sign fucking NDAs and all this shit to do that.
You have to sign a non-disclosure agreement that that if you leak any information, you can get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, legal trouble, like real life trouble.
Yeah, especially if it causes any damages to the company's profits.
Yeah, you know? So the person that leaked everything blamed another person for the leak. Like he put someone else's watermark.
Of course they
don't do stuff like that. That's shitty.
Don't be a shitty
That's
person,
shitty. Like
dude.
That's got legal ramifications. Like you know, there's a lot of negative. Like we're over a 10 million player base in Apex, and there's so much toxicity and negativity and bullshit. Like if you like the game, shut up and like the game. Like don't ruin other people's experience, please. Please. Like there's one thing, Cal, and I ask of you. It's that and fuck Dan. You know what I mean?
Fuck Dan.
Like
and fuck Dan.
Like, seriously.
You know, you actually brought up something that I actually wanted to talk about.
What? Fuck Dan.
Fuck Dan. I mean, we could start another podcast about that, dude. No, so
do you know? Hold on, I gotta cut you off. I'm sorry, Cal.
What's up?
Do you know about the Dan Fontst tattoo?
Dan Fontst? No.
So his last name is DeFonts.
Yeah.
And so Dan is a booking agent, everybody, just so you know. Like he books tours for bands. So like he's the one that contracts. Yeah, he's the one that contracts their shows and their tour routes and all this stuff. He has bands that are on his roster that have his last name tattooed on above their kneecap, and it says DeFonst, and it's a picture of the United States with just like these insane drives crisscrossing all over.
I love that.
So like amongst our circle of people, you don't have a long drive tonight on tour. You got DeFonst. Like
that's so
there's
funny.
Like literally multiple of these tattoos in existence, Calvin.
I love that so much.
I cannot believe you didn't know that story.
Of course I didn't know that story.
Oh my god. Well, I'll get Andy to send me a picture of his so I can show it to you.
Anyway, you brought up something about what's the shit called? Releases or whatever, like new content. Like the way the content rolls out with the game. You said, I don't know, it's gonna be like 60 days till we get another character. And I was thinking like what if we don't get a new character at the end of 60 days and people will still complain? You know what I'm saying? People complain about the fact that the game is constantly needs updates, right? One of the things that everyone who plays this game can agree on is that the game needs updates like now, right? The game needs to be updated now.
Yeah.
It needs to be fixed, right? And the problem with it is that it's always needing to be fixed. But at the same time, people are also going to complain that there's nothing new added to the game. Why would you add something new to the game if the base foundation, why would you build a second story to the house if the foundation's broken? You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like people need to chill the fuck out and be like, hey, we're not going to buy your shit. We're not going to spend money on this game. We don't, and because of that, and we're saying that because we don't want you to make new shit. Just fix the game. Fix the game, right?
They're not going to.
They're not. I mean, I'm not. This isn't about Apex. This isn't about Respawn. It's about the people complaining that the game. Is complaining that if one, the game's still broken, or two, that they're not getting new content. Like you can't have both. You can't have both.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just be happy that we're getting new stuff, and be happy that that something's happening with the game, and it's still a popular game. You know what I'm saying? Like, just chill the fuck out. Whatever. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I don't even remember what I was saying before that because
I don't even
went on that tangent. But Cal. I actually, on the note of like things to complain about, I have one complaint.
Yeah, one
coming
complaint.
up with all the information coming out.
Mhm.
And I'm sorry, I want to break a lot of people's hearts right now.
Okay.
Shrugdagle, our homie on Twitter, that is the data miner, the only one I actually trust.
Mhm.
Starting next week, we get a bunch of cues around the map about the changes coming to the next map.
Yeah.
Apex is going to do something. I'm going to give you time to process this, all you listeners, so you know now. It is looking like Stormpoint is not leaving the rotation, and next season they're actually rushing to. They're actually going to already make map changes to Stormpoint.
Oh.
I'm hoping that this is because they've heard the complaints.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that that's what it is, and it's not just like it's just a town takeover.
Yeah.
I'm real like because Bang still doesn't have a town takeover, so I would assume it's going to be on Stormpoint. I would assume.
Okay, maybe, yeah. Dude, yeah, Stormpoint's just too fucking big. Dude.
Yeah, so there's 4, and this is the most we've ever had. There's 4 different hints as to what's coming next season with the character and the map changes. We're getting 4. So we're getting 1 every like 5 days or something. It's on one of the tweets Shooter Roll tweeted. You can go check it out.
Sure.
But also one of the images that's I believe already in rotation on Stormpoint. If you're in Command Center, if you're upstairs, there's a TV screen you can look at. It says the IMC logo, but the top of the IMC logo is the Spectre helmet.
Oh,
from Titanfall.
Oh,
one of the supposed leaked mechanics was a character who your ultimate you called in a drop pod, and 4 specters came out and ran around with you and your team, basically like absorbing damage. And so in the code, from what we can see, it looks like the IMC is the International Mining Corporation or whatever it is.
Whatever.
They're like the big bad of the Apex universe.
Yeah.
And that's who Bangalore's been trying to get her brother back. That's the story going on right now for the lore purposes. But it seems like, how we have like the blast walls on World's Edge and there's always interactable stuff. There's going to be a section of the map where you can actually summon like specters to the map. I don't know if they're just like, kind of like how there's like fucking, like the prowlers.
Yeah.
But it's going to be more interactive than that. So, so we got some cool stuff coming. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, that sounds really cool.
I'm excited about Bang's getting her story fleshed out a little more. There is, like how we had the whole Bloodhound thing a couple seasons ago. There's a storyline going on for Bang right now that's like a separate playable thing that gets you different trackers and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll recap that when it's done. I don't want to talk about it now.
Yeah.
You can just go on the firing range to start it.
So speaking of Bang and exclusive items and crypto's new heirloom and stuff like that, Joel and I talk about this a lot because one of the hot things to do in Apex Legends is to own an heirloom, right? And specifically an heirloom for a character that you actually enjoy playing.
Correct.
And the problem that one of the things that a lot of people say is, yeah, I would have paid money for this event. I would have participated more in this particular event, but I don't play crypto or I don't play Revenant. Or whomever. So like, why would I participate in this if I don't even play that character? And that Joel and I talk about this, and we're like, well, maybe there should be like an heirloom refund system. And Joel's point at this was, for those of you who are day 1 players, and
you vanilla season 0 players,
you vanilla season 0 players, when heirlooms are first introduced, the very first heirloom was Wraith's kunai, and you kind of just got it for playing. Like you didn't,
which is still, I mean, it is the best looking heirloom in the game. I should preface. You think
so? Wraith's heirloom.
Second.
Why? Okay. Well, who's first?
I mean, if you look at the way the animations work and how it looks, just in the person's hand, it's hands down Revenant's Scythe, dude.
Yeah, Revenant's Scythe is pretty fucking dope.
Like I would say, like without a doubt, that one's.
I dig it.
Anyways, continue. Sorry.
Anyway,
let's subject. My bad.
Yeah, no.
It's the beer. Sorry, Calvin. I love you.
So if you're a season 1, plays day 0 to present, you got Wraith's heirloom for free back when everyone thought you had to get like 150 heirlooms, whatever. Like your first, it was like levels. When you got to like level 150, essentially, they gave it to you pretty much.
Well, no, I think it was just you were guaranteed one in your first 500 levels. I think, is
or
what
some shit like that. Some shit
up
like
to
that.
like season 6, and then they changed it after season like 6 or 8
or 5 or something. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
early, but you got Wraith's heirloom essentially just for playing the game.
Mhm.
But you know, even though she has a high pick rate, a lot of people don't play Wraith. I don't play Wraith. You know,
She's my third least, or probably second least played character.
yeah, she's definitely down to the bottom with me too. And so it's like, you know, if I have this heirloom, why can't I just exchange my heirloom points or whatever to go to a actual character that I like? It's still the same heirlooms that I quote unquote earned that I you know are in my pocket, you know, or inventory, whatever the hell. But why can't I just deselect it from one of the characters and put it onto another character? You know what I mean?
Wish, dude.
You know what I mean? Because I mean, like I know Apex Legends is designed to make money for Respawn, for EA, or whatever the hell.
Well, I think it's more of an EA issue than a Respawn issue. But
Well, for sure,
continue.
and I know that it's like a first person shooter, you know, whatever, you know. But like RPGs and stuff like that, and other games, it's like you get these tokens, or you know, or this abilities, or not abilities. You get these items, and you can like switch it off between like different characters, stuff like that. I don't understand if, since the game is a currency based type of, you know, for exclusive items, stuff like that, why can't we just refund them and then move into something else? I know that,
I agree.
I know it's a pipe dream. I know it's never gonna happen, but heirlooms are already so fucking rare. There's some people who don't even have them, and they're day zero players. You know what I mean?
No, well, and I agree with you. And you know, something else that I think is bullshit, Calvin, is like I talked last episode, I believe it was, about I dropped, you know, like I bought the Wraith skin because I love that Wraith skin with the gold helmet and the black suit, and it came with 60 packs, and I got an heirloom shards right off the gate when I bought
it's dope. Yeah,
which I thought was like kind of sketchy that I was able to do that right before the events, literally like 3 days before the event starts. But I go into the event and I can't use the heirloom shards on Crypto's heirloom because I have to collect them over the 2 weeks of the event.
Right.
So it's definitely like an EA influence, like money making decision. I think that kind of fucking sucks, dude. Like,
kind of sucks.
Should I have waited the 2 weeks and just bought the heirloom then? Yes, but I liked most of the other shit that came with this event. So I was like, fuck it, whatever.
Fuck it.
I'm not going to be spending money on the game until Loba gets an heirloom, anyways.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So like this will be the last thing I buy for 3, 6, 9 months. You know,
for sure. Or whoever knows how fucking long it's gonna be.
But yeah. So I went and bought the crypto pack, and then I had to get Gibby's Club. You know that, like,
for sure.
I've been wanting that thing forever.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's just like, you know, with how scarce the heirlooms are and how stingy they are with giving them out, you know, for whatever how many Apex packs you have to open. There should be a way to just, you know, deselect it at least once. I mean, come on, like at least once. I don't know, whatever.
Well, I agree with you because like our buddy Waffle that we play with, and I brought this up like early on in the show when the Bangalore event was going on. Cal, he was like, you know what? I have enough money right now. I want the Mirage heirloom. I want the Mirage heirloom, so let's do it. But when you complete the events, it gives you that specific Legends heirloom. So Waffle has Bang's heirloom, and he does not like. I think that's his least played character.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I understand, but we're so past the Bang event, like that he should have the option to switch it.
For sure. Right. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like there should be, I don't know. I think having an event for a specific heirloom is, you know, whatever. But I think at the end, it'd be like, hey, Crypto just got a new heirloom. And after the end of this event, you get heirloom shards. So you can buy Crypto's heirloom if you want it. You know what I mean? Because after this, you're gonna have to do the Apex pack way. You know what I mean? Like, I think because I think one time, it was only one time, like many seasons ago, where they did an event, and at the end they gave you heirloom shards.
There's only once,
It was only one time, and that was cool as fuck. And so I think further events should be that. It should be like, hey, Crypto we just dropped a new heirloom. It's Crypto's. It's fucking dope. Here's an event for you to get heirloom shards, and you can choose to buy Cryptos or buy whatever the fuck you want with it.
Exactly.
So I think maybe that's the fix in the future. Instead of a trade-off, that should be the fix.
But anyways, I got a couple things I want to let our viewers know about now. Cal,
let's do it.
If you don't mind me,
by all means,
driving the Trident for a second here.
By all means.
Ironically, that was not planned. I swear it sounds like this was planned. My tip actually has to do with the Trident. That was
Okay.
This was terrible timing. Terrible timing. For you Olympus folks, that map gets a lot of hate. Still don't understand why. I'm still standing on my pedestal of the new Olympus map is the best map in the game. There is a good redeploy trick a lot of people don't realize or remember in this game. They changed it after the first like week of Olympus being out, like many moons ago. If you are in a Trident and you drive into like the hole in the center of the map or off one of the ledges, don't jump out of the Trident. The Trident will destroy, but it will relaunch you. It will not let you die because you're in the vehicle.
No shit.
Yes, so it's literally a free redeploy.
I had no idea.
Yeah, because I think what was happening is it's just too hard to get out of the Trident in a timely manner.
It is.
And people were getting shafted by shitty blueberries. There's also the thing that happens where, so if you stick a Trident with an Arc Star, it actually stops the car when it explodes. But I think there was too many times in like ranked and stuff where people were Arc Starring a Trident, and then the Trident would like, as it was slowing down, it would go off the map and all three people would die.
Right.
And like, that's kind of like a shitty physic. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's cool. I think that should work. If you stick an Arc Star and it blows up and it loses control and falls off the map, you should get the points for that. But if you have a shitty teammate, a toxic teammate who drives you off the edge, or you're trying to round a corner and you don't know how to fucking drive, I think the redeploy is actually a really cool mechanic.
Oh, I mean, dude, the Trident drives worse than the Warthog in Halo, and that's like the worst vehicle to control ever. So,
oh my god,
yeah. But yeah, so there's that for those of you people who love Olympus. Keep in mind, free redeploy if you're near a dead zone. Cool thing that just happened, just kind of like a silent thing they forgot to activate when the season started. Shatter Caps. I know we talked about Shatter Caps last week. It'll be quick, everybody. I'm sorry. They actually got buffed from 63 to 77. Woo! So if you are close enough and you hit, and this is on the body, Cal.
That's huge.
So if they're close to you and you hit every shot with your bow or your fucking 30-30, the shatters fucking hit.
Wow, dude, 77.
That's
huge.
That makes them more powerful on the body than both the Mastiff and the EP8.
Maybe.
On the body. I'm not talking about a headshot.
Okay, maybe.
Because on the body.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
But still, it definitely, because I think the EVA is capped at like 68 per
77's huge, dude.
That's huge. Like, that's 3 shots and you've killed somebody. Even with like pretty good armor.
Bro, that's 2 shots white armor.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nuts.
So again, that's if every bullet pellet in the spread hits, but still.
Yeah. Fuck.
I think that's insane. Another like good survival tip. This was somebody, I had a PC friend point this out to me. Brian, thanks for this one if you checked the episode out. So I forgot about this. The Shatter Caps. So the marksman rifles are like LMGs and snipers, where they're heavy guns. So you actually move slower when you crouch walk with them. But if you crouch walk with the Shatter Caps equipped on the 30-30 or the bow, it lets you move like you're moving with a shotgun, which is which is the second fastest crouch walk speed other than the pistols. So it's a very negligible difference, really, when you think about it. But it's another cool like little thing.
That's cool
about the shatters that, I like dropping these little bits of information. There's a lot of stuff on this game that people that have been playing it this whole time don't realize. I mean, the number one thing I hear about from our friends that watch the show, Calvin, is, oh, fuck, I forgot the Mozambique was a full auto weapon.
Yeah, right. Yeah. If you didn't know that, where have you been? Yeah. The Mozambique, if you hold down the trigger, fires full auto. It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's so, you got any more tips, Joe?
No, those were my main 3 kind of like free tidbits of information today. Some good shit for y'all.
Thank you. If you have any cool tips or tricks that you've come across or figured out, hit us up. Hit us up on all our social media platforms, PEXPALS Podcast. Email us at pexpalspodcast@gmail.com. So, Joe.
Oh, wait, on that note, I have one more thing.
What?
I have one more thing.
What?
Do not fall prey, listeners, to the TikTok video.
Uh-oh.
There's a TikTok video of when you're going from the little town near the Phase Runner and near Elysium into what is that, Oasis?
I think so.
There's a little TikTok video of like an invisible wall down on the left along the ramp, the bridge that goes between like the lower part of that town and Bonsai Towers. Or sorry, Oasis. That video, they already patched the invisible wall. Don't try it.
It's so funny.
Don't try it. I think there is still a way for you to latch onto something as Valk if you float down there.
Sure.
But the whole like throwing a jump pad down there and being able to jump, I think the jump pad still sticks, but you can't actually hit the jump pad.
So funny, dude.
Yeah. So anyways, sorry, Cal.
That's hilarious.
Back to our regularly scheduled program now.
Yeah. So Joe and I have been doing this thing. For those of you who are avid listeners, Joe and I have been doing this thing now, and it's gonna be a last segment for the show, where we have little debates. And Joe likes it a lot. And so we have a new debate.
It's because you're significantly smarter than me, Cal. But so like when I can like at least get my piece in and like feel like I've made a good point or two, it boosts my like mental capabilities for the week, you know.
So
it's kind of like a wisdom buff in an RPG.
That.
You know what I mean?
I feel that. So last week we had a discussion about R301 versus the alternator. And if you go check out that episode if you want to hear
alternator for life.
301 clearly. And literally everyone said 301 too. Anyway, you want to go check out that debate.
There's like 3 people that agreed with me. Okay.
Anyway, go check out that last episode. So today's episode is actually a pretty fun episode, our topic, because it has to do not with guns but with sights. And two, one is one of the most popular sites in the game, and the second one is I would say a slept on site. And of course we are talking about the 2 times Bruiser, which is a lot of people's go-to site, but then the 3 times ACOG site. And so Joel, I would like you to start on this topic. So tell me.
I'll preface this with, if this was still season 2, we wouldn't even be having this discussion.
Absolutely.
Because you could put the 3 times on the submachine guns in season 2 for some stupid fucking reason. I don't know why they ever thought that was a good idea.
It was good.
I think every submachine gun except the Prowler took the 3 times back.
Yeah.
But you could put the 3 times on an R99. Just imagine that, listeners.
Imagine.
Anyways, we're living in the present. We're living in the now, Cal. Holy now, Cal. How about that? Hey now, Cal. Sorry.
Just talk.
I had to do something. You made me feel like I was standing alone on the alternator issue. You know what I mean? And I do mean the Godsmack song. You know what I mean?
God damn it! Shut up! Just talk about the sites.
Alone.
Talk about the sites.
Anyways, Bruiser versus 3 times. I would say, unequivocally, without a doubt, if the Spitfire was not a care package weapon, I would fully, hands down, be saying 3 times for this.
Really?
Because the 2 primary weapons I use the 3 times on are the G7 and the Spitfire, and both are not readily available right now.
That's true.
Also, as we've kind of alluded to in the last couple episodes, I do believe the car is probably the #1 gun in the game right now, at least usage-wise. Whether damage-wise is not the case, but I feel like no one will say no to grabbing a car, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, yeah.
And the Bruiser works on the car. And the Bruiser also works on the R3.
Wait.
So I feel like.
Okay, so you're kind of going back and forth, like.
So I'm not done giving my answer. I'm
breaking
it all down for you. Breaking it all down for you. Personally, I'm a 3 times guy.
Okay.
But as the current state of the game, I think the Bruiser is the best sight in the game.
Okay.
I will say, for those of you listening that play on console, Calvin plays on PC. For those of you that are new, I play on console, and also is another cool aspect to the show that I think brings a different aspect to our pod. Because all the other pods, I think everybody just plays on PC.
I think so too.
No disrespect to any of the homies that have on the other Apex podcasts, but
we love. Hold on, I just want to say we love the other Apex podcast people.
Oh, dude, the Grab My Banner dudes and us, we have little Twitter jabs
Twitter jokes,
and I love it, dude. I love those fucking dudes. They're hilarious. Yeah. They're like us. They're just like 4 bros that play Apex.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
If you do want to check out another one, shout to the Grab My Banner podcast dudes. Anyways, cool dudes. Enough of that. So I would say, personal preference, I gotta go 3 times.
Okay.
But as far as like actual usefulness and also availability in the game, Bruiser, 100%.
Okay. No, yeah, that's fair.
What
I'm
about
gonna
you?
well, first up, right off the jump, I'm gonna say full send with the Bruiser. The Bruiser,
Okay.
it fits on so many guns,
Yes.
so many more guns than the 3x. The 3x is I don't know. The 3x is like very, I don't know. It's situational, I would say,
Okay.
because like I like to use marksman weapons and I like to use sniper rifles, right? If I have a 3x, I'm gonna use it, but as soon as I find something better than the 3, I'm gonna switch it out. You know, like I'm gonna drop a 3 for a 2-4. I'm always gonna drop a 3 for a 2-4. I'm always
Okay.
gonna drop a 3 for. I'll drop a 3 for a 6. I'll drop a 3 for a 4-8. You know what I
You're
mean?
crazy. You're crazy.
I mean, because those sights are designed to work on those guns better. You know what I mean?
Better.
You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna put the 3x on the Sentinel, and I'm gonna use it. But as soon as if I find it 6x, I'm putting the 6x. If I find a 2-4, 2-4, 4-8,
True.
4-8. Like I'm
I
gonna
get
do
it.
it.
I mean, I see what you're saying. Oh,
And so,
I didn't even finish my last point.
God damn it, Joel.
I'm so sorry, Calvin. Continue, but it's about the 3x with what you're saying with the aim.
Anyway, and even with all the regular guns, the ARs, the LMGs, the 2x, it gives you just that little bit of zoom that you need to finish the fight. The Spitfire, I will agree with you. The Spitfire, the Devo, the Ram page, with the 3x is really good.
Oh, if you're using the fucking Rampage and you don't put a 3x on that thing, what the actual fuck are you doing? Okay, that's it.
So
go ahead.
Continue, so the 3x on those guns are great, you know what I mean? But like, that's also very situational because the 3x is designed for a mid-range fight, and those guns excel at mid-range. But how often are you finishing teams at mid-range? You know what I mean? And so it's kind of a very situational thing. You want that little bit closer with a little bit of zoom on the 2x. I will say though that the distance guns, like the marksman weapons and the sniper rifle weapons, personally for me, I can't use the Bruiser on them. I cannot use the Bruiser on those guns. The tip on the arrow just feels wrong for some reason.
The only one I can kind of use it on is the G7. That's it. Like,
yeah.
But dude, I pulled out. I've been using the 30-30 a lot lately, as we discussed. I think was that last episode or episode before. But dude, I put a Bruiser on the 30-30 the other day, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
It's hard, dude. It's so hard.
Yeah.
Some people use the Bruiser on the Wingman, and I'm like, are you on crack? No. Are you on like crack cocaine? Like, please
I would rather
don't
use
do
the
that.
Digi-Threat where their body is lit up, even if your cursor's not on them.
Right.
The Bruiser on the Wingman.
Yeah, exactly. And so like the Bruiser does have its downfalls, but I think ultimately though, it's definitely the Bruiser overall. Like I would say most people would agree with that.
And when I said I didn't finish making my point because we shouted out the grab my banner dude. So
yeah,
with the 3x, this is also something I've passed along in like a tip, or like maybe I just said it in passing on the show before. So they did, we're not going to have the whole aim assist debate right now. People, don't worry. We are not that show. We will never have that fucking conversation because Calvin and I just believe that the game runs fundamentally different on the two platforms.
It does.
It's literally irrelevant. But the maximum aim assist stops at the 3x scope. So if you prefer the 2-4, but you feel like you hit your shots less, it's because the 2-4 gets less aim assist if you're on console. Well, it doesn't matter if you're on console or controller on PC, because either way, like the max aim assist you can get stops at the 3x. So the 2-4 gets less, the 4-8 gets pretty much none. The 6 gets none. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the 410, I don't think gets any because it's a Digi-Threat. I think it's taken off that. So me being someone who's not as good at my gunplay as you are, Sir Cal, and that's not a dig. I'm just being honest.
I know.
I think that's why I prefer the 3. I also do like the 3. Yes, it's confusing, but the dot being bigger than the regular HCOG in the center of the screen. I think that's why that gun specifically with the fucking charge rifle, I just feel unstoppable.
Yeah.
Because of that sight in the middle. So, So are we agreeing for once? Basically, the Bruiser is the best.
It's the Bruiser's the better site. Yeah,
But I will
we can
say,
actually agree.
I will say a picture of this, Cal. Imagine if you could put it 3 times on the fucking Volt, dude. Oh
Dude,
my god,
do you
the
know
game
what
would be broken, dude.
No, do you know what I always say? Imagine if you could put a fucking 4.8 on the Wingman. Like,
Oh god,
imagine, dude.
Can you just,
Dude, don't do this shit again. Imagine if you could do the 4.8 on the Wingman. Like, that would be. Thank you. Here we go. Yes. Imagine if you could put the 4.8 on the Wingman. Like, how fucking dope would that be? If you're watching this on YouTube, you just gotta zoom in on my cute ass face. Do I have a booger right there? I got something on my face.
Oh, you
anyway,
said booger, so I had to bring me back into the picture. Sorry.
So yeah. So let us know what you think. Are you a bruiser boy? Are you a 3-time stan?
Yeah.
Let us know. Hit us up all social media platforms. Email us pexpalspodcast@gmail.com.
I will say, Cal, the reason I think this is what it is. I think the reason I lean more towards the 3 times personally is because I think my favorite thing to do in the game right now is put the 3 times on the Havoc, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you have the turbo, because that thing is a fucking laser beam. Like, it's more of a laser than the Volt. And you can ping someone from across the map with a Havoc shot. And like watching someone, like say you're at Waterfall above Hammond and someone's at the Phase Runner, you know, at the end of the zip, and you ping them in the head with a Havoc from that far. You will never watch a motherfucker run away faster from you than that. You know what I mean?
Dude,
and for those of you that don't remember, the select fire used to exist.
God, I was just about to say that.
Dude,
I was literally about to say that. Oh,
you used to, okay, so everybody, before the charge rifle was in the game, the Havoc was the charge rifle without the burst shot.
Yeah.
Like, it took, I think, it took double the ammo per shot, right, Cal?
Yeah, it was very slow. It was very slow.
But it literally just shot. You could shoot across the entire fucking map.
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah. Yeah. There used to be a hop up in the game called the Select Fire. It was used on the Prowler, and it made the Prowler go from a burst gun to a fully auto gun, which was fucking awesome. And then it went on the Havoc, and they made the Havoc into a fully auto gun, from a fully auto gun to a charge rifle gun, essentially.
Yeah.
It was really fucking cool. So it
was like, honestly, that was the best sniper that the game's ever had, in my opinion.
So anyway,
I loved running that, bro. Like, that was so fun to me.
It was fun, dude. It was super fun.
I miss
a lot of things about the game. I miss a lot of things.
Some things I miss. Yeah, dude. Honestly, like, you know what, dude? Cal, I know you're gonna ask me how I'm gonna end the game. So, like, let's go out of pocket here, dude. Bring back Lifeline's Res Shield.
Oh, that's a hot take, and I'm here for it.
Back, dude. Like, you know, she is not like. I'm sorry. Without that Res Shield, Mirage is a better healer than she is.
Ooh, that's dude,
a good Mirage with the cloak and the ult and the timing, you know, like,
right. See, that here's the thing though. Lifeline's still the best healer in the no, Gibby is the best healer in the game.
Oh, actually, yeah, you are right. Gibby's
the best healer in the game.
God, damn.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
So, but Lifeline's better than Mirage. I would never argue that. Like, I love Mirage. Don't get me wrong.
I would rather have a Mirage on my team than a Lifeline, though.
See, but only because people don't play Lifeline that they used to play anymore. But
no, that's not. That's not the point.
If you play Lifeline like how people used to play her, she's still OP as fuck, dude. Like you knock a dude and then you go to fight them and they're both there, standing there looking at you. Like, that's fucked. You know what I mean?
True.
And she can hold you back the whole time. Mirage cannot.
That's fair.
So anyway, that's a hot take. I love it. Thank you for listening to Pex Pal Season 2, Episode 8. Be sure on whatever audio fucking software you're using to listen to us on.
You good? Do you want me to say it?
Shut up.
Like,
leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever the fuck you're listening to us on. Do it to say Joel looks cute today. Do something. Just say anything. The reviews help us. The ratings help us to get these numbers out there. All you motherfuckers around the world, we know we could see you that you listen to the show. So say something. I don't give a shit. I'm watching you. I know where you are. Anyway, Season 2, Episode 8, Pex Pals.
Jesus.
Thanks for listening to us. I love you. Bye.
Thanks everybody. I'm Joe Cupcake. See you next time.
Bye.